Okay, so you got something that looks almost like a crate. Let me pull this down a little bit. All right, that looks pretty good. Okay, so you see the 3 different effects I've gotten just by choosing from some of the options. So you again can kind of like a crate effect here, get something that kind of has ridges and shadows, and just a straight flat effect here with the 3D. So these are your live effects. All right, now let me show you 3D extrusions. You know what? Actually, I kind of combined both of those together. I got a little bit ahead of myself. So we saw live effects and 3D extrusion because I did extrude and bevel these. So those were combined together. I got so excited it just jumped ahead. Okay, so now let's go through 3D revolve. All right, now here I just have a line. It's just a line that I drew with the pen tool. There's nothing special. So you see it's just aligned. So now I'm going to go to the appearance panel, effects, 3D and revolve. And what I want to do is revolve this around 360 degrees. So I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to leave it at the defaults. And let's look at the preview. And there you go. So you see the line is still selected. Again, it's still editable. I can pull the points to change the shape. And so what just looked like a really rinky-dink line has become almost like a chess piece, like some kind of alien chess piece to use. So now let me just draw a line for real, well, not for real, right in front of your eyes, I should say. And let's take a look at that and change the color. And get my pen tool. The color didn't change. Okay. Sometimes these things are temperamental. Okay, so now I can just draw here. Again, I'm just drawing random, have no idea what's going on here, what's going to happen. So now I go back to my appearance tool, choose effects, and revolve. And I'm going to change the angle. So I want this to look like from the top. And I'm going to change my light so it's coming from the opposite way. And let's get a preview of this and see what it looks like. Okay, so now I have something that kind of looks like a vase or vase, as the case may be, whichever you prefer. I'm not picky. So here's again, you see the line is still selected, and this is the line that I created, and I've changed the angle, and so I got this, you know, pretty cool looking vase here. Or maybe it's a stand for a candle, a candlestick. You never know, whatever you want to use it for. Okay, so again, you can go much more deeper into this with the options panels to change it to what you want. Okay, so that is 3D revolves. All right, now 3D revolve is done. Let's go into stylize effects. So what I want to do here first is get rid of all the stuff that I've done. So let me show you a few ways that you can do that very quickly. So let's go to the appearance panel. So I can select this, and then I can go to the menu here, and I could go to reduce to basic appearance. And voila, it's back to what I started with. Let me change to circle. Go to the menu. Now this time I choose clear appearance, so watch what happens here. Now clear appearance removes everything. So now I'm back to the invisible circle that I really started with. So basic appearance gets us back to the first appearance that I gave it with no fancy live effects or 3D extrusions or anything. So this is just the basic attributes. Clear appearance removes everything, whether it's basic or not. So let me bring that back. Just using Command Z. That's went a little bit too far. So let me just reduce the basic appearance there. You have to select it first. Remember, everything has to be selected because otherwise all these instructions you're giving it go nowhere fast. Okay, reduce the basic appearance. And let's reduce that to the basic appearance also. Okay, so now I'm back to what I started with. Now, we're going to go to Stylize Filters, but before I do that, no, let's do that, because that's next on the list. I get so excited sometimes, I just want to show you so much, so let me stay focused and stay with the program. Okay, so here, let me start here with the polygon. Okay, so I'm going to go to FX, Stylize, and choose Drop Shadow. And here I can choose how it's going to appear. So I'm not getting much, so you can see a little bit. Let me see if I can make that a little bit darker. Actually, instead of multiply, let me do normal. And 100% opacity. And let's choose a blur of 3. And let's offset this 15. Okay, so you can see the panel there. I mean, you can see the shadow, the drop shadow here. I've made it dark enough. Okay, so you can see the drop shadow there. Now, let me go to the circle, go to appearance again, FX, Stylize, and let's do our outer glow around that. Okay, let's do a preview, see what we have. So it's a little bit. Let me extend that to 30. Okay, so now you can see a little brighter outer glow around there. Let me make it 100 so you can see a little bit better. Okay, there. So now you see the glow around the circle. Alright, so now I got the square selected. Let's go to Stylize and let's round the corners on this. So it's a 10-point radius. I want to make it a little bit more extreme, so let's go to 30. Let's preview that, and now you see that I've rounded the corners. Okay, so those are the Stylize effects that you can use. Alright, now let's go to the bonus round. You know, I love to give you some bonuses, so let's go here. Let me show you what else you can do with this. Okay. Let me do something here. Okay, I think this is where I want what I want. All right. Okay. Yes. Now, let me go back to appearance. Now for this, I'm going to twirl down, and you can see that there's opacity here. So I'm going to click opacity, and I'm going to change that to 50%. Now I'm only putting the opacity on the fill. Okay, and now you can see right through that, but the stroke is still 100%. So let me go here. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that. Let's redo opacity. So I select my circle. Now this time I'm going to twirl the triangle down to get the opacity on the stroke. And I'm only going to do the opacity on the stroke. So make that a 50% also. So there you have it. Now remember, we did an offset path, so that's why you have almost two paths looking the same, because only one of them, well, they both are offset. They're both transparent, but because the blue of 2 are still showing up, one blue is offset, so one blue is over the red and one blue is over the background. Okay, whew. That was a tongue twister. Okay, now let's go here, and this time I'm going to offset the whole thing. So what I do here is just choose, so I've selected it, and this is opacity the default, and this will do it for the whole thing. So I'm going to choose that at 50. Make sure it takes. There. Okay, so now you see 3 different ways I've used opacity: for the whole object, which is in the polygon, for just the stroke, which is on the circle, and for just inside the fill, which is on our square. Okay, so that's it for the bonus round. Thanks for playing. Thanks for checking out this lesson. There's many more to come. So I want you to do some homework first. So let's look at that. Okay, so this homework lesson, I want you to take these items, the apple cider type headline, the apple that you've seen a few times already, the words premium blend and limited edition, and I want you to use what I've taught you so far to recreate this sign. So you have all the information you need to do this. How to do a drop shadow, how to do a glow, offsets, everything's in your power. Now this is the example here. So I don't want you to look at the example. I want you to just follow it. So don't look and see how I created it and what I did. I want you to just take this art and do it on your own. As a matter of fact, I mean, this is pretty simple and straightforward. You know, take what I did and do it better, but make use of everything that you know so far. Okay, so thanks for stopping by, and remember, just create.